Welcome back, everybody. Z here. Today we are actually going to be doing a look and an unboxing of the new Ronin Run 2 Premium Series from Hot Wheels, because I was actually lucky enough to find these in the store today, and I did not think I was going to find these. My store typically never gets stuff like this, or if it does, it's gone almost immediately, or it gets here super late. And I was like, man, these are actually semi-new, so yeah, we're going to be going ahead and checking these out, opening them up, and actually racing them. So yeah, hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. I'm excited, and let's go ahead and get on into this, shall we? So we've got 5 cars here. Obviously, we don't have a chase, because I'm not going to find a chase. Chases are hard to find, especially around me, because I don't buy boxes. I literally get everything from, Walmart, Targets, wherever that anybody normally would. So yes, we're going to rip all these open, because that's the fun with Hot Wheels. Now, you know what's actually funny is on their premiums, it actually says specifically on the box that they're not compatible with Hot Wheels sets. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Not for use with Hot Wheels sets, not compatible. Basically, they put that on there because in reality, these on the Hot Wheels sets don't really work out very well because they have the rubber tires and stuff like that on them. So they don't actually do a whole lot of good. But we're going to be racing them on a drag strip. So yeah, I'm excited. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get on into it. So obviously here's the Skyline, and we're gonna leave that one for last because that's number 1. And I feel like the Skyline and the Civic are probably the 2 that everybody probably wants to see the most. So we're gonna start with the '89 Toyota Supra in red. Now, I am not gonna go into like any history on any cars or anything like that. If you want to give history, a lot of these cars are based off of real life cars or events or things like that. So I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just gonna talk about the Hot Wheel itself and have fun with it. So let's go ahead, let's open these bad boys and let's take a look. So we've got the '89 Supra, and here we go. Nice little wheels. Obviously they're all real rider wheels, and there you can see '89. I like the red. I'm a sucker for the red. Okay, stay focused, that'd be great. So there's that. We've got, it says Supra on the license plate with some taillights. We've got a little interior, just a little guy. And it is, it's right-hand drive, so very cool. There's that one. Yay! All right, now, let's move on to, I'm going to go ahead and toss all this stuff out of the way. Let's go ahead and look at the Lancer Evo Evolution 9. I've always liked Evos. Evos are always cool looking cars. Leave a comment. Let me know which is your favorite out of this set. So let me know. All right, come on, get out of here. Ooh, this one's like in there pretty good. So we've got the Evo. Oh, I love the paint. I'm a sucker for all the paint. They all look good in their own ways. Like this is a really good looking a really good looking gray. This one's left-hand drive. We've got a little roll cage in the back there. I don't know if you can see that. Real riders, obviously. I know a lot of people talk about it. I mean, look at the detail difference on these 2 cars. This one has like a full exhaust on it. This one like has nothing. A lot of people talk about that. I'm honestly in the camp that like I don't really care if the bottom is like hyper detailed or not, because I don't ever see the bottom. It goes on a racetrack and then I play with it. So also, I'm shooting this at a weird angle. I do apologize if like these are all cockeyed and stuff. So yeah, there's our Evo. So we'll park those over there for now. And then we've got the Mad Mike Mazda RX-3. This thing is sick. This is a really cool looking wagon. And I love when things have the actual like giant Hot Wheels logo on the side. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I just feel like it makes it look more fun and more toy-like, because ultimately these are toys. I'm sorry, but they're all toys. I really like the detail on this one. We got the Toyo tires. Firsty on the license plate there. Got the decals on the hood. Mad Mike Co.nz. All the deco and stuff like that on the side. Oh, it looks cool. I like all this stuff. I don't know. Sometimes like I get it. Sometimes a nice clean car is really nice. But sometimes you want, a little excitement in there. And I think this looks really good. Also, this is a really good looking wagon. Mad Mike Whittet. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, you know what's funny is I didn't even realize. These are bronze and these are silver. Is the same on the other side? Yep. Bronze, silver. Very nice. All right. And then bottom. Look at that. Oh, super fancy. All right. So now, let's go ahead and let's look at this Civic. I love the artwork on these Ronin Run cards. Like, if you're going to keep them packaged, the artwork on these cards looks really nice. This is a Civic Type R. 07 Honda Civic Type R. It does look good. I'm a sucker for the Civic Type Rs too. So here we go, just white on black. Let's see. It says Type R on the front there. Interior, sides, wheels. Again, I don't get super nitty gritty about the bottom detail. Also, I usually don't care about the wheels either. Some people get, some people are very, very particular about their wheel choice. And I feel like, I don't know, for the most part, usually Hot Wheels does a pretty good job of picking out the wheels. But yeah, there are some. So we've got Type R, taillights, little spoiler. Spoiler's not part of the body though. The spoiler's actually just like a little piece of plastic like clicked in, so not that it matters. It's gonna go down the track the same. All right, there's that. Now, let's open up this guy. The Skyline GTR R32 Pandem. This is probably my favorite one out of the set. I mean, it's number one. It's number one, always supposed to be like the hottest one. Sometimes they're not, but this is probably my favorite. So let's get it out. I actually bought an extra one of these for so I could keep it sealed. I did not buy an entire extra set. This one did not open up very nicely. I did not purchase an extra set because they're like $8 a pop. They're kind of expensive, so... I love how this has like the billets, the billeting all around the like the wide body kit that would be on here. I think it's kind of cool. I like that a little detail. Looks nice. All right, so we've got, there's a front, no license plate, of course. Sides, wheels. There's our bottom. The same. We got the same thing with the spoiler on. Same thing with the spoiler on this one. It's like a, it's like plastic and clipped in. I don't know if you can kind of see the little holes in the side there. Oh, and you can also see them right there too. Interesting. Because this one is actually part of the casing. But you know what? I wonder if it has to just do with the size of it. Because I wonder if, trying to make a casting this size might be a little problematic. So that's probably why. I mean, they did the mirrors just fine. Interior, awesome. Okay, so there they are. Here, hold on, let me get them all lined up so you can see them all. So there we go. We've got our Skyline, our Civic, our Evo, our Supra, and our wagon. Was that the Mazda RX? That's not in order. I just realized that. Isn't this number 3? This was number 4, and that's number 5. There. Now they're in order. Oh my goodness. How could I do it? Awesome. All right, well, they're unboxed. I think they look cool. I think they look sick. Like I said, I think this is my favorite. Which one's your favorite? Out of all of these, you have to pick one. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I really do like the wagon. The Evos, I like all of them. Honestly, this is the first set, I think, in a while that I've really liked all of the cars, all of the offerings. So leave a comment. Let me know what's your favorite. Anyways, let's head over to the racetrack. All right, so we are over by the track now, but I've never had it on the channel. So let's do a quick overview of what we've got going on here. So we got the finish line right here. Now, I have a light here because this uses light to basically determine who wins and who crosses this line because there's a little light diode. So that's why there's a light right here, in case you're curious. But basically, we've got ourselves this nice little drag strip here. This is the Play Robotics timing system, so I'll link down below if you guys are curious. But there's the track. Also have a whole bunch of stuff in the back, but that's not what we're here. We're here to race. So it is 4 lanes, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna run 4 cars. The loser we swap out with the other car, and then run those cars. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Now, I can't promise that this track is perfect. Everything's even. There's no bias in any lanes. I have no idea. I don't really time it a whole lot. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get on to this. Let's start racing. I'm excited. I'm interested to see how making this video is going to work because we'll see how it goes. All right, so the lanes are loaded. We've got, actually, I think in corresponding number. I don't know if this is lane 1 and then lane 2, lane 3, lane 4 if it goes the other way, but number 1 car is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So let's go ahead. Let's send a race now. This can tell us time, but it's just going to tell us who places. So let's. Oh man, let's see how this goes. Okay, so I am not very good at following that. The Skyline actually won that one. So Skyline, then the Wagon, and then the Civic, and then the Evo. Now, let's go ahead and swap all the lanes, and let's see if that holds true. All right, so lanes have been swapped. Basically, just completely reversed all of them. None of them are in the same lane. We're going to go ahead and run it again. I'm going to hopefully do a better job filming it this time. And the Evo is in the hot seat to get removed. So let's go ahead and let's start this. And here we go. Woo! Oh, the Evo lost again. But this time, this lane won. Okay, well, the Evo lost. That's twice in a row. So, Evo, you're out, man. I'm sorry. I am sorry. So now we're going to swap in the 89 Supra and do this. Again, I will get better at recording the video on the track with the cars because, like I said, I've not done this before, so I'm trying to figure it out on the fly. All right, here we go. So I tried to switch them all lanes again. Let's go see who's number 1 now. All right, we're going to try this better this time. Oh, the Civic didn't even stay on the track. So Civic didn't finish. The Skyline actually won again, but we're going to redo it because the Civic did not stay on the track. I don't know why, but we're going to run it again. All right, so the Civic fell off the track last time. I actually dusted it real quick because there was a whole bunch of dust on there. So let's go ahead and let's give this a try. Once again. Let's see who's winning. Man, the Skyline is still winning every time. Well, the Civic got second that time. So let's go ahead and switch them up. The Skyline is definitely the winner right now. All right, new run. And who do we have as the winner right now? Oh, the Wagon. Skyline's number 2, though. So, you know what? This lane seems to have won a few times. All right, so the winner of the races was this guy. The last race, I forgot to record. But basically, this guy won again. And what I decided to do was race a premium versus a more mainline. So the next clip is basically talking about that. But the reason is because premiums, like I said, really aren't made for racetracks. They have rubber wheels, so they don't go on the track as nice as these plastic ones because these are a lot faster. So anyways, this car won. The next clip basically goes into me talking about it, and I was like, darn it, I missed it. But yeah, so let's actually race it against this guy. This is probably my favorite, one of my favorite cars that I have. This is the car that kept me, like, I love Hot Wheels. I had this one, not this specific one. I have another one of these, a gray Shark Cruiser. Shark Cruisers are my favorite. Actually, speaking of Shark Cruisers, I was going to name this whole racetrack Shark Cruiser Speedway. So that is a potential name. Or you may have noticed a bunch of these guys laying around. Cone Shakers. I love Cone Shakers. I think they're hilarious little cars. They're new. And then they also stack, like, on top of each other. And then they actually hold a Hot Wheel, too. So, like, if you have a Hot Wheel, a carded one, you can actually put it in here. Anyways, I was actually thinking about naming it Cone Shaker Speedway. So leave a comment. Let me know. Shark Cruiser Speedway from this guy or Cone Shaker Speedway. Leave a comment. Let me know. But, yeah, these are, like, my favorite car. This is my favorite casting. So, anyways, let's race this against our reigning champ here. Whoa. All right, so let's put you up here. There we go. We got a Shark Cruiser, which, I mean, that's an older car anyways. And then we've got our fancy Skyline. Let's go ahead and switch this to drag race. And then we'll just do 2 cars and rank. And I believe it's the middle 2 lanes, so I hope it is. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh, now the Shark Cruiser did win. Look at that. Yes. All right, let's swap them, but let's see what happens. All right, so we swapped them around different places. Let's go. I'm so excited. Shark Cruiser still winning. So now that, like I said, that's because these plastic wheels on these guys, they're made for speed. They're made to go faster. There's less resistance. They just roll faster. They roll better than the rubber ones will. But premiums are still fun. I love my premiums. They look great. They're fun to play with. But as far as speed and like track readiness, I think regular Hot Wheels has it beat. Now, there are Silver Series cars too, which are kind of like in between. And I wonder if those are even better. So we'll have to see. But yeah, there's my favorite car. Actually, here's some more Shark Cruisers right there that I have on the wall. But yeah, there we go. The leader of the Ronin Run 2 pack is this car right here. This guy. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't even see. This guy right here. Number 1 out of the pack. And then beaten by a Shark Cruiser. So if you guys want to see more races and want to see more things, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I might also just make some races and throw them on TikToks and do shorts and stuff like that. Because I can just throw up a couple cars, like 2 cars. Do like 2 races with them and then have a winner and just kind of go through some cars that way. And maybe we'll, once we get the track actually like dialed in, make sure everything looks good, there's no lane bias, things like that, we'll actually go ahead and get a fastest car and a distance run. Because actually, if you look down here behind my stop, I actually have a loop. And the idea is that we'll run a car on this lane from top to bottom, time it, we'll know the time, and it can also run a distance thing where basically it loops back around, goes down here, and we can see how far it goes. So hopefully you guys had a fantastic time. I had a fantastic time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.